Hello, everyone. Welcome to Highland, a Beavis and Butt-head Rewatch podcast. My name is Chris Paw.
And I'm Drew Malkins. What up, humans?
We have a guest for today's episode. We're going to talk about Stewart's house, and so our friend Jeremy Shears joined us.
Hi.
Big Stewart fan, Jeremy Shear.
That's me. The number one Stewart fan.
Yeah, we mentioned before that he'd be back for Stewart episodes, and here we are with Stewart's very first appearance.
He's been bugging us about it like every day
on screen
since we started this podcast. He's just, guys, can we hang out? Can't we? Can I be on the podcast? Please, can I? You guys are so cool. Can I come and do the show? And so
it worked.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here.
The squeaky wheel gets the oil.
I mean,
as they
if
say.
you commit enough to buy a winger shirt, I mean, that's all in as far as I'm concerned.
I can't wash the shirt, guys.
Yeah,
it'll crack.
That'll spider web like so many shirts in the late 70s and early 80s.
What's your favorite song? She was only 17.
I think I would have to say Headed for a Heartbreak.
Hey,
She's only 17 is a little too on the nose, right?
it's not
good
great.
on you knowing a second winger song. Have you gotten that though? Name 3 winger songs, you poser. Has that ever happened to you?
I have to say, no one has ever accused me of being a poser for liking Winger.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not something anyone lies about.
Yeah.
In the affirmative. They might pretend they don't like Winger if they do, though. Stewart's House aired on June 9th, 1993. It was the 20th episode overall, and it was written by Geoff Whelan and Chris Kresge.
Yeah, different sources said different things, but they both got credit on Wikipedia, so...
They're definitely, Geoff Whelan was on all versions of the credits, so...
Yeah.
The music videos in this episode, this short, are The Cars with You Might Think, Art of Noise with Tom Jones. No, the name is Art of Noise with Tom Jones. The song is called Kiss. Twisted Sister, I Wanna Rock. Spinal Tap, The Majesty of Rock. We'll discuss this episode, and then we're going to get out of here and go to Jeremy's place and order some movies.
Yeah.
Guys, it's not Steven Seagal month.
You don't have to you don't have to do the Stewart voice.
Oh, thank God. It's real hard to keep up.
Yeah, don't do that.
You dyed your hair, and that is a ton of commitment to the bit. You got the shirt. We appreciate all those things.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first appearance of Stewart, and Stewart's mom.
Yep.
Finally shows up.
Yeah, I thought she had shown up earlier, but it was Mrs. Dickey. They have kind of similar blonde, skinny lady things going on.
Almost the same design, except for Stewart's mom is more momish.
Yeah.
There's more of a mom thing, mom jeans, and she's like a more mom shaped.
Athletic gear, kind of
like a suburban mom.
If they didn't always wear the same clothes, it'd be harder to tell the characters apart. But Mrs. Dickey wears peach, like a blouse, and Stewart's mom wears hot pink. Like,
I think it's safe to say everyone in this town shops at the same store.
Like jazzercise at the time, like outfit kind of thing.
Yeah, with the headband sometimes.
Yeah.
At this point in history, I believe she would have been sweating to the oldies.
Oh,
yeah. Probably.
But yeah, she's dressed to do that. It's like workout mom.
Susan, what's her name?
Yeah.
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers.
And then Susan
Yeah.
Powder.
Yeah.
Was the
This
workout
was like the
Richard.
90s equivalent of like yoga pants.
Mm.
Like the
Yeah.
athletic people wear it, but at the time it was spandex and it was all shiny and
some
skin
not
tight.
so athletic people would wear them as well.
Yeah.
Yes. And boy, let me tell you, fun times on the bus in the 90s.
You get hit with a slap bracelet, and so they're all wearing spandex. And
Have you ever seen people with different growths that you can see through spandex? It is not my favorite.
shut up, Stewart. Yeah. So this one opens up with channel surfing again.
Yeah.
This is a pretty frequent opening thing for the show at this point. They see a couple of different commercials. I didn't write any of them down. Death Truck
Yeah.
is the commercial that gets the episode
Yeah.
moving.
And they actively say like no to the first couple things before they land on Death Truck.
Yeah, it's a commercial for a pay-per-view event, which was a huge thing in the 90s too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WWE, WWF at the time, pay-per-views, and WCW even.
I'm not really sure what Death Truck is supposed to be the equivalent of, though. It's something with stuntmen and a death truck.
I think they would have like monster truck rallies and stuff
Yeah.
like that on pay-per-view
Okay.
at the time too.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. If it's like
There'd be
a
a lot
monster
of
truck
like
rally.
boxing, wrestling.
I suppose I never thought about that all those people are stuntmen.
Well,
But that is what they are.
there's also like before, movies. It was like a month before they came out. First, they would go to pay-per-view, then they would go to VHS.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
It could have also been some sort of weird action movie thing.
Kids pay-per-view is where you call up the cable company
Yep.
And then
and
they say, "I
you
need to speak to
order-
a parent."
Yep.
Yeah, you pay $30 to $100 for an event that was on live TV, or not live necessarily, but usually live.
Yep. So now they have a dilemma. They want to watch Death Truck, but they said whoever's house this is, presumably Shirley Beavis, as we kind of find out later.
Yeah.
But locked them out of the cable. They can't get approval they can't order pay-per-view after Steven Seagal month happened.
They've already been banned for
Yeah.
overusing it.
So then they yell in unison, calling back to Frog Baseball, kind of.
Yeah.
They say Stewart's house.
Yeah. Stewart's house. It is
That-
the same cadence.
Yeah, that's not something that stayed on the show, but something that still exists at this point.
Yeah, I think there was maybe in one other one or once or twice they've done that kind of thing.
Friday night is still coming, and I know that they've done it since the
Since-
begin. I know it's happened
At
before.
least one other time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they go over to Stewart's. Stewart has a very different. It's jarring how different his voice sounds in this first episode.
Yeah.
It's weird because he doesn't open the door for them. He's talking to them through the door at first, so he's had more experiences with them before.
Yeah. And I think I know that image of looking at them through the doorbell. I think it was used maybe for the cover of a VHS release.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
It's something that looks really familiar to me. It's
That
kind of an
art
iconic
is-
image in my mind.
It's often at the end of the episode.
Oh,
Remember, they would have
that makes
different
sense.
stills from the episode
That-
over the music.
That could be where I
And it
recognize
was
it from.
like the first one in the whole season.
I'm not sure if this even got a VHS release. It might have, but this was an episode that was banned.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten there yet, but amongst all the fire controversy, I'm sure this was one of the things that kind of fell
Yeah.
by the wayside.
So they entice Stewart to open the door and let them in because he's not supposed to. He's never supposed to.
They say they have a new video game.
Yeah, I didn't catch the name of it.
Tail Gunner's Revenge?
Jeremy would know. Was this a real game?
Tail Gunner's Revenge was not a real game, no.
Okay.
So, butt sex joke, maybe?
I mean...
Tail Gunners?
Yeah. If you think about it hard enough, you can make it a butt sex
You said
joke.
hard.
Yeah.
I know. I'm such a hard thinker.
Shut up, Stewart.
This is the only reason you agreed to do this episode, so you could go shut up, Stewart, at me.
Yeah, he's got a very, very young voice. The reason it stood out to me is because I feel like it makes the rest of the episode more mean. More mean because he has such a little kid's voice in this one, which I don't think stays. Like, he has more of a annoying guy voice later.
Yeah.
Here he almost sounds like a very much like a smaller kid than them.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the intention at first, but then later I think he's maybe a grade behind them.
Yeah, he's like just barely younger than them.
Because, later they need him to be at the high school, so he's more aged up. But I think maybe he was supposed to be like a little kid that follows them around initially.
I would even buy that they've been left back once or twice, so they're in the same grade as Stewart.
Maybe.
That would make sense too. But yeah, here he seems like they're in high school and Stewart's like a middle school kid.
Yeah. That feels more like the dynamic that's going on here.
So they order the pay-per-view, which it adds to like Mr. Stevenson comes in by the end of it to yell at them, and he doesn't even know the half of it yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that's not cheap.
Really, I mean, Death Truck, nah.
That's probably the least of his worries.
It is the least of his worries at this point.
Yeah.
Although, that's one of the things that's not covered by insurance, but we'll get there.
Yeah, so they're watching the pay-per-view thing, and does it either like inspires them to violence or they get bored with it and move on to violence because they start trashing the house.
It feels like they get bored with it because then Stewart's still watching the pay-per-view and he's like, "Hey guys, there's blood over here. Look at the blood.
Yeah, he's
watch
just trying,
TV again."
He's trying to distract them from murdering the family.
Yeah, they're pulling on the cat's fur with a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, Beavis breaks out a lighter.
Yeah, he wants to burn the carpet.
They start into mayhem, but then it very quickly cuts. It's like they cut something out there. Probably the fire, because Beavis pulls a lighter out, and they cut real quick. So I think there was an edit in this copy.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know the origins of where these episodes
were edited.
Were edited or who edited them.
I
don't think these are like the original version. Well, we know they're not because if there were two different versions of the videos, we get all the videos in these edits. So it's like, I don't know exactly who was behind this. I would think that they would try to get as much original footage as they could, though.
Yeah. I'm thinking this copy was from, they said it re-aired as Most Dangerous Beavis and Butt-head episodes, and even then they edited out Beavis lighting something on fire.
Oh, okay.
So he pulls the lighter out and it cuts away and straight to the wedgie scene.
Yeah,
which controversial wedgie scene in this episode.
That version, the version with the fire might be lost.
Yeah, I think that may be the case.
It could be because, like, how Beavis in one of the videos has a cigarette in his mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then on the old ones, he did the thing with that where he'd go. with the lighter. And he doesn't do that. He just has a cigarette in his mouth.
He's lit it in some other ones we've seen. So he does have a lighter there, but at this point in the show, they'd already started getting complaints about fire. There was the fire controversy around this time.
Well, the big episode for that is actually the first episode from season 1. So we'll be coming up on it. Or season 3. Did I just say season 1? I meant season 3.
Yeah. It happens after this, but in the re-airing of these episodes is where the edits happen after that incident.
Yeah.
So what you have out there is like a whole lot of copies that were edited for reruns after those controversies. So they'll have stuff like that clipped out.
I think we're up to the wedgie scene now.
Yeah, the very brutal wedgie. They dump rubbing alcohol down his ass crack. He's hanging on a hook by his underwear. It's an atomic wedgie, and that's bad enough. But then, they pour rubbing alcohol and then put a cactus.
Yeah, they put sand
in there.
In his
sand too. Also, I think it's just sand.
Yeah. And rubbing alcohol and a cactus.
And then he sticks a blender in to mix it all up,
like an egg beater.
Yeah.
That they plug into the wall and it's running in the back.
Yeah.
This is why I think Chris Kresge may have been involved in this.
He wrote them as violent psychopaths in another one, too.
Yeah, because this feels more like, just this part of it feels more at the movies.
Yeah, they're very violent when this guy writes them. And I read that Mike Judge didn't like this episode because he felt the wedgie thing was out of character.
I do too.
It's
again like at the movies. It's a little too smart for them to figure out to do all these things together. And it's also just really mean in a way that they are at this point, but more to people they don't know.
Yeah, I prefer their evil to be out of stupidity, and sometimes it's this thing where they're like conniving in a way.
Yeah,
and those are I don't love those episodes. Although them being mean to Stewart is always going to be funny.
Yeah, it's just there's more forethought in like how mean they are here.
Yeah, I mean it's the same reason that like premeditated murder is worse. than a bigger crime,
Yeah,
because there's no way you can argue that this was all like improvised.
Yeah,
they came over with a lighter, which I guess you could say he always has one, but they know that this is a place where they can get away with stuff.
Yeah,
is the whole thing, and I will admit I knew kids like Stewart, and we were pretty terrible at their house when I was this age too. So it's a thing.
Yeah.
But it can get pretty mean. So they do the wedgie thing is pretty rough. And then they they go from there. They're trying to huff gas off of the stove.
Yeah, which the huffing thing has been like a thing at this point in the show. It definitely goes away.
They're always looking for a buzz.
Yeah.
Did you ever huff anything at this age?
At this age, no. I had to grow up a little bit to get that stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit. I probably did around 14 or 15.
I think the first time I huffed anything, I was 16.
Yeah.
And it was Whippets.
It's all bad. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's not good for you.
It is terrible. We there's some bad
and
stories about that, but
they decide to light the gas that they're huffing to suck out the oxygen and get an even bigger buzz apparently.
Yeah.
Which again too smart.
It's like they're kinda
Yeah.
remembering something they heard in science class,
Yeah.
and applying it to getting high,
So,
which is again like a little more conniving than I'm used to them being.
so they knock out a kitchen wall. Which I feel like that is also part of the reason that this didn't air that much. Beyond
Oh, that's absolutely what
Lighting
got it.
the house
banned.
on fire. I mean,
Yeah.
they destroy this dude's house and with fire.
They blow up the house.
Yeah.
The kitchen area. The parents come back, and we learn that their teacher is Stewart's dad.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mr. Stevenson.
Which reminds me, we were talking about it. Stewart is not in their class at this point.
No. And I'm not even sure what Mr. Stevenson teaches. Cuz he was just doing roll call in his appearance.
In No Laughing.
Yeah, they didn't talk about. I feel like he might be the English teacher because that
I want to
hasn't
say
been covered.
history because I feel like he was telling them about the Greeks or something, and there was some
Yeah.
kind of
Well,
joke there.
yeah, or the gay 90s thing or whatever.
No, that was the teacher they didn't show.
Yeah. See, that's why I think he might not be the history guy.
Oh
So,
yeah, okay.
Maybe he's one of those study hall people, you know, the ones that just do homeroom, study hall, and lunch monitoring.
Yeah, they still have to call roll.
Yeah.
It's true.
The wedgie, and then the parents come back, and Mr. Stevens is mad, and then he starts yelling at his wife for some reason about it.
She
was
offers them
crazy.
lemonade.
Oh yeah, you boys are so cute. Would you like some lemonade? In the middle of her blown up house, which
And-
is
Yeah.
To be fair, Beavis and Butt-head are sitting at the kitchen table, and so is Stewart in his underwear.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. Stewart's the one really in trouble here because he let them into the house.
Right, yeah. It's all on Stewart. Poor Stewart.
Yeah.
Jeremy, do you I think that's pretty much this. Before we get over into the music videos, what's your memory of this Beavis and Butt-head? Like from this time, did you actually really
I actually
like the
watched
Stewart episodes?
I did. I especially like this one because the idea of them blowing up a house after trying to get high huffing gas, like that was just very funny to me.
Yeah.
It blows up, and then he's like, "Did you get a buzz?"
Mm-hmm. I think I feel warm. And yeah, so that was. I remember that specifically, but I watched these live as they came on, and to the point where like I had all the video games, I had the books, the encyclopedia, and
I had that at some point too. I might even still own that somewhere.
It's so fun. I know I would watch marathons and stuff, but I don't have memories of full episodes.
Mhm.
Like I'll see stuff and be like, "Oh, I remember this one," but it's usually vague until later. Like I've seen them again and again over the years, but in original run, because we didn't have cable at the time. The early 90s. By the mid 90s, I think there was satellite. Just it was where I lived at, in the middle of nowhere.
what he's trying to say is he wasn't too poor for cable. He was just in the wrong place.
Well, it was both, but so we've talked about it, but I would only see them in the summers when I was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They had MTV at my grandma's house, but
Yeah, check out the first episode of this podcast if you want to hear more about our first experiences of watching Beavis and Butt-head before we even talk about any episodes.
My
Yeah.
first experience was Liquid Television because I was an avid watcher of that show. And then I was like, oh, one of the things I watched from Liquid Television got its own show, and then I just got hooked.
Did you see both clips when you were
Yes.
watching Liquid Television? Cool.
Including Starchulius, the Roman god of feces.
Yes. Who?
I cannot remember anything that clearly from the 90s. That's amazing.
I have unfortunately my memory just remembers things like the homeowners insurance joke being a running gag throughout the series, and not things like if you save this amount of money, it'll grow into this amount of money.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I'm here. This is what I'm good at, guys. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
failed at life, but I can tell you a lot about Beavis and Butt-head.
Yeah. Yeah, the homeowners insurance thing is in the previous episode. We just covered.
Yeah,
And they did it
but it's
again.
also in this one.
Yeah.
They run it back.
Yeah, we covered Lawn and Garden was the
Mm.
last episode.
So I think the joke is they're trying to get as many different people to say homeowner insurance as they can.
Well, Tom Anderson has a lot of reasons to say it a lot.
Mhm.
Mr. Stevenson probably less so in the future. Specific, like, I don't think anything's ever this big again in terms of like a Stewart episode.
Well, not in terms of blowing his house up, but he does destroy his kitchen again.
Yeah.
They'll destroy his house just like
Oh.
Tom Anderson's. They'll destroy Stewart's home over and over again.
And I love the one with the antique plate where they're like playing frisbee with it. That's a good one.
Have
we'll
you
get
seen the adult Stewart episodes? While we got you here,
I saw a quick clip of adult Stewart and his wife
okay.
watching Beavis and Butt-head beat each other up.
Yeah. Okay.
But you saw the other one though with the kidney where that's like
It's the first. It's the first one of middle-aged Beavis and Butt-head.
Okay, I'll have to watch that.
And
Yeah.
maybe the second.
it's from the Paramount Plus run. It's in the first season though.
Yeah.
Well, I will have to watch it because, like, just watching the ones that I did, I'm like, wow, Stewart's just disassociating so hard. I get it.
Yeah. There's actually there's two different takes on middle-aged Stewart. Like it seems like it's maybe from different timelines. Cuz Kidney Stewart is a little more self-possessed than the Stewart pictured with his wife.
Yeah.
He's more classic Stewart. He hasn't grown up as much as the other one did.
Yeah, he seemed to have more self-esteem the first time they meet him in middle age.
Yeah.
So we suspect it's a
But
different version.
He had a better life than the newer Stewart. The newer Stewart was still living at his parents' house. It seemed like he bought the house from his parents. But the other Stewart was living 2 hours away. He had triplets. Like, he had more going on in his life.
His wife looks weirdly like his mom.
Yeah.
Well, it's always been said that Beavis and Butt-head are the reason that Stewart is such a mess. Like in the Christmas episode where like Butt-head is never born, Stewart becomes more assertive and tosses Beavis around.
Stewart becomes Beavis's Butt-head in the Christmas episode. I watched it. It was Christmas recently for those who aren't watching this when it originally airs. We're filming this on December 27th, I think. So, yeah. So I just watched it as like just a Christmas special, as one of the many Christmas specials I was watching throughout December leading up to Christmas. But of course, since this is the first year we're running this, I felt like I absolutely had to include that one. I had it on VHS tape when I was growing up. I bought it from somebody's garage sale.
I put on there's a compilation of the letters to Butthead Santa interstitials from They were just kind of
Yeah.
like hosting whatever shows were on MTV at the time.
Yeah,
but somebody's clipped them all together on YouTube.
I've seen the YouTube video you're talking about, and then
Yeah.
they run the Kurt Loder Thanksgiving special thing
yeah,
that they did.
They had a Beavis and Butt-head float and everything.
Yeah, that was promoting Do America.
Yeah. You boys. So, did you? I didn't. None of these music videos really stood out for me. There weren't any.
The
jokes
Tom
in
Jones
there.
thing, or The Art of Noise. I don't. Was that a band that
Yes,
Tom
the Art of
Jones
Noise
was in?
is a dance punk band, but they
Oh,
so they did the music. It's
Okay.
originally a Prince song.
yes. I knew that, and so they make fun of him. They say Prince looks old now, and white. And then
Tom
they're like,
Jones.
"Oh yeah, he has that thing. Michael Jackson actually got it from Prince."
Yeah, I did not get that joke when I was a kid because I didn't know Prince wrote Kiss. But
The Cars video was made with special effects. There isn't much more to say about that one, I don't think, but I like
Sarah
that joke.
Sherman has Rick Ocasek's mullet, which that was interesting to me.
The Twisted Sister video is a classic. I remember this video
Yeah.
playing all the time.
And I like that they say that they've memorized the beginning speech of the video.
I think we all
Yeah.
did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
At the very
it's-
least, what do you want to do with your life?
Yeah.
Rock.
Yep.
so. Yeah, it was cool to see them doing that in unison.
But yeah, there's nothing.
The Spinal Tap
Awesome.
video, they were like, rocking out to it, which was bizarre.
Yeah.
I
It
like
had
the
nothing to say about the fake band.
Well, you know what I do want to add is this was a rare one where they when it cuts to them watching the videos, it was a wider shot than they've ever shown of them there.
Yeah, they really
And-
like Spinal Tap in a way that makes me feel like they don't get the joke.
That's probably the idea. And there's a shot of Beavis mooning the TV.
Yeah.
During the song Kiss. So I don't know. I thought that was noteworthy, and we also get another shot of Beavis smoking a cigarette during during the music videos. Which is
I like
always
that
funny.
they called the Queen of England the President of England.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Long before AI made it more possible, Spinal Tap was putting the Queen of England in their music videos, playing guitar. It could be done in the 90s.
Yeah, he's prosthetics and practical effects.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Do you want to get into a rating?
Yeah. I still feel like they're kind of off character here, being written by other people. That's just kind of growing pains of the show, and that's fine. Here, it's not out of character to the point where I'm like offended in an at the movies kind of way. I actually really like this episode. I think it's really kind of fun. It pushes some boundaries that they wouldn't push later in the show. But yeah, I'd give this like a 3.5, maybe even a 4. This is pretty funny and good. Yeah, I'll go 4. For
You got a
this
4?
early on, that's high for this early on, but I like this one a lot.
Jeremy, our rating system is a 1, this sucks, or a 5, this rules.
Well, I have my own rating system.
On the
I will
scale.
give it 4 divine wedgies out of 5.
4 divine wedgies. I'm gonna give this one a 4 too. I would actually go 5, but the wedgie thing is a little over the top. I know it's
Yeah.
in an episode where they blew his house up, but wedgie the
The
pouring
I
the
agree.
alcohol
The-
on his
blowing the house up is something that
it's-
they got to.
Here's what it is.
Yeah, it's the malice, man.
Yeah, what it is it's blowing the house up is very cartoony because
Yeah.
they don't die. They're just standing there, and there's a joke about it. The wedgie thing is just cruel. Like,
Yeah.
And I know they get meaner to Stewart at times, but
I don't like cruel Beavis and Butt-head too much. That's very much who they are and who they're supposed to be at this point. This is Frog Baseball Beavis and Butt-head still.
I don't. Yeah, it's the malice is the
It's
we
just-
keep talking about is just a little. It's a hair too much.
But some of these other writers take it a little far. I don't think this is too far, but I don't like it.
The cruelest thing that was a part of that wedgie was they made Stewart take his shirt off.
which he is very sad for a titty boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. I thought the pouring rubbing alcohol down your butt crack is like that would be excruciating. That's torture. Like you wouldn't do that to someone in a prison camp if you were trying to.
Especially if it gets to the hole, then it's like stuff like that touching like organs like that is.
Well, see, I thought the sandpaper in there and then the rubbing alcohol, like that was the big pain thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two things combined together is pretty bad. Plus the cactus.
The cactus, that was a little cartoony. But.
And, this is all potentially making wounds that then makes the rubbing alcohol worse.
I don't think it would be as like if Todd did it to them. It would be funny. I wouldn't feel like it was too much. But Stewart seems so innocent at this point.
Like, Todd owns his malice. In a totally different way.
Yeah, he's supposed to be that guy.
Yeah, he's supposed to be that guy. He is that guy.
It's a vicious cycle.
Even
really.
as a more mature adult, which again Jeremy hasn't seen this bit, but it's still there. He's learned to control himself and to become like a successful member of society. But it's still there if he wants it to be.
Yeah, he's like a drunk contractor guy.
Yeah.
Still kind of scuzzy Todd, but
yeah.
I feel like this is we haven't seen Todd in the show yet. I feel like when we finally meet Todd, we're gonna go, oh, this is why they pick on Stewart. They're hurt people.
Yeah, the crush isn't until like I want to see season 4.
Oh, okay. He's pretty far down the road.
Yeah, he's not coming anytime soon.
So 4. We got 3 4s.
Yeah, we like this
It's
one.
a pretty good episode overall.
It's a good one.
I don't mean to like. I don't think it's. I don't mind them being a little cruel in these early ones because I enjoyed at the movies.
Yeah,
they're psychos in that one.
It is.
This guy's toes get cut off, and they like taunt him with them and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, you remember that one. But
yeah.
man, I thought for me that was over the line, and I felt like not even that they weren't even Beavis and Butt-head at that point. But I don't like the wedgie, but it's fine. It fits well into a good episode. It's whatever.
I think if it without the cruelty cocktail that they pour down his underwear, it would have been fine if they just hung him.
I think it would have been maybe a better episode without it, but it's there and it's whatever. It doesn't take away very much if it takes away anything.
I think later Stewart appearances he becomes annoying to you as a viewer too, where you would tolerate more cruelty, but at this point it feels like
and again they draw him with very short arms and legs. It feels more like he's maybe 12, 11 here.
Yeah.
Maybe not even hit puberty yet kind of kid.
Yeah.
And that makes it a little worse, you know?
It does. Yeah, it really does. And this one, too, I've noticed this a few times. There's a lot of instances where I assume this is still Mike Judge drawing if he's not writing. They will portray Butt-head a lot taller than Beavis, too. Mm-hmm. So you get this idea like he's the ringleader on all this stuff at this point. I mean, he always kind of is, but they become more equals over time.
Yeah, but Butthead is usually the idea guy,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate but true.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you,
Beavis is
Jeremy.
more go with the flow.
Happy to be here.
I think that will do it for this episode. Thank you.
Drive through.